Hello, everybody. Welcome to this online guided meditation today. Let us practice a very ancient meditation technique called ZaZen, which means just sitting. I will give you a little background about it. This is the simplest technique to practice. It is the easiest, simplest technique to practice. And in itself, it's very simple. But it's not easy to continue because it is very powerful. It exposes all the resistance that you have in the mind for for relaxing into yourself. It exposes everything actually, and because it works, most of the people find it difficult. So it is not that it is difficult because it does not work. It is difficult because it works. So only those who are really interested in knowing themselves, only those who are really interested in reaching to their home within can continue. Many people will start because it's very simple, but they will not continue. The technique, I repeat again, the technique is called ZaZen, just sitting. What will happen in this just sitting? You will be able to see everything as it is. And before you know yourself, before you recognize your true nature, you will have to go through a apparent journey of recognizing nature of your body, of your mind, thoughts, the mechanism, beliefs, attachment, resistance which is present, fear, and things like this. And that many people don't want to do. They want to skip this experience of going through their own uh, present state, and they just want to jump onto something called self, which is a solution for all the problems. It is not going to work like this. You will have to go through everything that you are attached to. So let us start now. This wonderful, amazing technique called ZaZen, just sitting. Throughout this session, listen while you are practicing this today, right now. And if something is important for you, you will understand. It will go deep in you, my words, or otherwise, you will not understand. So it's okay. So let us start by just sitting. Close your eyes. It is very important that you close your eyes just for the first part of this session. Later on, you can open your eyes when you feel comfortable, but it is good to start with closed eyes. Eyes are closed. just sitting. And where are you just sitting? Wherever you are right now. It is the easiest technique, remember. It is the simplest technique, remember. And now the difficult part starts. You have just decided to just sit. And now you will see how these energies within you have got into mechanical state, and they don't want you to just sit for any reason. It is okay. If you are feeling anything right now, it is okay. Just sitting does not mean your mind will stop immediately. It also does not mean that you will reach to a state of no mind suddenly. Just sitting is your decision that I just want to sit right now. Let everything continue in your mind, in your energies, in the desires. You just sit. Let everything run. You don't run. Let everything move. You don't move. Naturally, out of habit, you will fall in the mind many times. It's okay. The moment you realize that I'm flowing in the river of thoughts, in the memory, in the imagination, and just remind yourself to just sit in this moment and again come back here and continue just sitting. I want to tell you that if you can cross the first part, which is difficult part, then your own open space, then your own nature, truth is waiting on the other side of this difficulty. It is worth. So don't give up. Don't give up. Continue staying. Remember again and again, I will not move. Just sit. Just sitting is not doing anything. Neither you are doing anything right now, nor not doing anything. Neither you are making any effort to do something, nor you are making any effort to stop anything within you or without also. You are totally open, available, present, not sleeping, If any one of you find it very, very difficult to just sit, just take some deep breaths. Start by throwing out, exhaling, and deep and fast breathing just for a few moments, and you will relax. You will have more space to just sit. Mind will also become comparatively quieter. You are sitting by the lake, by the side of the lake of your consciousness, and watching all the ripples which are happening without touching anything, without touching the lake of your mind. If you touch anything, you will create more ripples. You are very much present here, but not participating, just sitting. You will naturally lose all the defined divisions within yourself, that there is body, there is a thought, there is a feeling, there is mind, there is ego, there is a self. You will naturally lose all these divisions, which are based on the conceptual knowledge and beliefs, and you are slowly, slowly removing the whole noise of the mind, and you are left with just purity of your own self. In this moment, there is no such thing as mind, there is no such thing as thoughts. Some movement is there, but you don't know what is this. You are just sitting. You see it, but you don't define. Defining is doing. You have decided to just sit. Remember, this just sitting will expose everything, and ultimately will create a climate in which self recognition happens. It may sound or feel silly to the mind, but will happen by just sitting. Don't worry, don't value this. Just ignore uh, these ideas of the mind. By just sitting, you wake up. You can break this psychological sleep. This is what happens by just sitting. And your participation supplies fuel to the psychological clock. Now you are just sitting. It will continue moving as long as it has some momentum. Let everything move. You don't move. Mind may come in different forms, in different ways. Remain alert. Remember, you are just sitting, not participating, not doing anything. In Zen, they say just sitting, doing nothing, and grass grows by itself. Everything is happening on its own, moving within its own principle, following its own nature. If you are suffering, it is because you are not following your own nature. By just sitting, you are discovering your own nature. You are not a object moving in this inner sky. You are not a entity which makes any object move or stop. You are the sky. You are this inner sky, and you are discovering it by just sitting, just sitting, doing nothing, and the grass grows. by itself. This inner sky is infinite. Once you settle in the recognition of this, then you will see this inner sky is present everywhere. Your outer is also in this inner sky, as much as your inner experiences, thoughts, feelings, emotions are. And you are this silent inner sky, very alive, very silent. Just sitting slowly, all the ripples of the mind will vanish. And if in this silent lake of yourself a dead leaf falls, how does it matter? It creates some ripples and they will disappear also by themselves. You don't have to take care of the experiences and the emotions. Let them take care of themselves. You stay as yourself. Let them live their nature. You live your nature. You are this sky like awareness, very present, very alive, very silent. Silence is your nature. You don't have to achieve silence at the level of mind, at the level of thoughts, at the level of emotions and feelings. They are by nature changeful. Let them move. You don't move. Let them live their nature of movements. You live your nature of silence and stillness. Then there are no conflicts. Then there are no inner conflicts. Then there is no suffering, non-duality. Then you allow everything to be as it is. Sky don't have any objection. with the clouds, and clouds are not responsible for their existence. It is the decision of the whole life that there will be a sky and clouds in the sky. There will be space and objects in the space. You are this sky. You don't have any rejection for anything. The objects in this sky that you are can occupy your space but cannot take away the skyness of yourself. If you don't forget your skyness, you remain ever free. A bird is flying, moves over over a river, and the bird is reflected in the river. Bird has no mind to show off in the river. River has no desire to reflect, yet reflection happens. Everything within your inner sky is happening like this. You don't hold on to anything. Nothing can hold on to you. By just sitting, you discover all these things, and you know them by on your own, not in concepts, not in the mind. You knowing it yourself now. Knowing becomes deep. No mind, life experience, no life situation can defeat, can disturb this peace, this silence. You remain silent in the middle of a marketplace, in the middle of an argument, in the middle of a discussion, activity. This will continue like this. You just have to go a bit deeper. You just have to become comfortable with this silence that you are. This is sky lies like awareness that you are. Do you wonder who who you are in this moment? Do you wonder who am I right now? And a deeper knowing takes place. A deeper knowing beyond words, beyond mind, beyond experiences. Somehow you know who you are. Somehow you know what you are. You are something which is not dependent on definitions. Whether you define yourself or not, you are. Knowing yourself is, and that simple. Just sitting, everything is allowed to move according to its own nature. You discover your nature, which is stillness. Everything is moving according to its own nature, and you are staying as yourself. How amazing it is to be in this state of your own nature. How beautiful it is to relax into your own self, burdenless, effortless, vibrant aliveness. You are a effortless aliveness, a presence beyond words, definitions, concepts, experiences. This is what you are. Only you can recognize this, nothing else, because only you are beyond everything. Nothing can reach here, and you don't have to reach. You are already here, beyond everything. You just have to stop participating. Just sitting, everything is solved. All the confusions are removed. Confusions, misunderstandings, that I am stuck, that I am bound, that I need to seek for some techniques to achieve liberation. You are already beyond all the bondage and liberation. You are the ever free awareness. Okay, It was very beautiful sitting with all of you, just sitting. It was very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.